Why airplanes tell you to put your oxygen mask on first, doctor explains. Imagine you're 35,000 feet above the ground. You're relaxing on a flight, maybe watching a movie, maybe sleeping. Then, suddenly, a loud alarm sounds. The aircraft shakes, and within seconds, oxygen masks drop from the ceiling. People start screaming. Children begin crying. Panic spreads across the cabin. Your first instinct is obvious. Help your child. Help your spouse. Help everyone around you. But what if I told you that doing that first could actually cause both of you to lose consciousness? What if the most important survival rule in aviation sounds selfish, but is actually designed to save lives? Today, we're breaking down the famous put your own oxygen mask on first rule. Why does it exist? What happens inside your body when cabin pressure suddenly drops? And why do experts insist you only have seconds to react? Let's find out. Part 1. What happens when cabin pressure is lost? Commercial aircraft fly incredibly high. Most cruise between 30,000 and 40,000 feet. At those altitudes, the air outside contains far less usable oxygen. Humans cannot survive there without a pressurized cabin. That's why airplanes maintain an artificial environment. Inside the cabin, it feels like you're much lower in altitude. But if cabin pressure is suddenly lost, everything changes fast. The amount of oxygen available to your brain immediately drops. You may not notice it at first. In fact, that's what makes it so dangerous. The brain begins losing oxygen before you fully realize something is wrong. This condition is called hypoxia. Hypoxia. Hypoxia occurs when tissues don't receive enough oxygen to function properly, and your brain is one of the first organs affected. Part 2. The silent danger of hypoxia. Here's where things become scary. Many people assume they would instantly know they're running out of oxygen. That's not always true. Early symptoms may include lightheadedness, poor judgment, blurred vision, slower thinking, euphoria, confusion. Some people even feel strangely relaxed. They don't realize they're in danger. This is why pilots train extensively for decompression emergencies. At high altitudes, experts often refer to something called time of useful consciousness. This means the amount of time you can still think clearly before oxygen deprivation affects your ability to function. Depending on altitude, this window may be surprisingly short. Sometimes less than a minute, sometimes only seconds. That's why oxygen masks are deployed immediately, not after several minutes, not after passengers begin collapsing, immediately. Part 3. Why you must put your own mask on first. This is the rule that confuses many people. Flight attendants always say, secure your own oxygen mask before assisting others. At first glance, it sounds selfish, but it's actually pure survival science. Imagine a parent helping a child first. The parent spends precious seconds adjusting the child's mask. Meanwhile, their own oxygen supply is missing. Their brain begins receiving less oxygen. They become dizzy. Their judgment becomes impaired. Then suddenly, they lose consciousness. Now what happens? The child still needs help. The parent can no longer provide it. Two people are now in danger instead of one. But if the parent secures their own mask first, they remain conscious, alert, able to help others safely. This simple order of operations dramatically increases survival chances. The rule isn't about protecting yourself instead of others. It's about staying capable enough to help everyone. Part 4. How to use an airplane oxygen mask correctly. Let's walk through the process. Step 1. Masks drop automatically. Don't wait. Grab the nearest mask immediately. Step 2. Pull the mask toward you. This activates the oxygen flow system. Many people don't know this step is important. Step 3. Place the mask firmly over your nose and mouth. Not just your mouth. Both must be covered. Step 4. Secure the elastic strap around your head. Adjust until snug. Step 5. Breathe normally. Do not panic. Do not hyperventilate. Slow, steady breaths are best. Now here's an important fact. You may notice the bag attached to the mask isn't inflating. Many passengers assume oxygen isn't working. That's a myth. The oxygen can still be flowing normally, even if the reservoir bag doesn't fully inflate. This has caused unnecessary panic during emergencies. If the mask is on properly, continue breathing normally. Part 5. What happens after the mask is on? Once your mask is secure, help children, help elderly passengers, help anyone who needs assistance. Meanwhile, pilots are already responding. Modern aircraft are designed with emergency procedures. The flight crew will typically begin an emergency descent to a lower altitude where breathing becomes safer. The goal is to reach an altitude where passengers can safely breathe without supplemental oxygen. This entire process is carefully trained and practiced. Conclusion and CTA. Let's remember the life-saving 3-step rule. Pull, place, breathe. That's it. If oxygen masks ever drop during a flight, pull the mask toward you, place it over your nose and mouth, breathe normally. Put your own mask on first, then help others. Because the person who stays conscious is the person who can save lives. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more doctor-explained survival, aviation, and emergency health content. And share this video with someone who travels by air.